Little Chewy. Oh, the pit, dude. That's Chris Garver. That's Jack Rudy. In the pit. That looks like it. That's Chris Trevino. Okay, yeah, it's Japanese.
It was a pretty good, solid relationship in the partnership in the beginning. So we all just
In the beginning. How long did that last?
Maybe 6 months, and then
Ooh, that's the very beginning.
Yeah. It was like
Started getting rough.
it was like a rough marriage right off the bat. With
Stop getting blowjobs, huh?
no, yeah.
So what?
Carl was the first one to go, and he just he kind of didn't fit in. He didn't really have the true love that I felt.
The hustle.
No, it wasn't the hustle. It wasn't the hustle. It was the finding the true love about making tattoos, and he wanted just to do little quick shit and
Make some money and get out.
and get out, and didn't really care about the people. And my view was way different.
So you told him, hey, you got to go, or he was already trying to do something else?
He knew that he wanted to do something else, so he asked us to buy him out, which we did.
You took 300 and 300? Would you? You had to go get a loan? What'd you do?
No, it was a little bit more complicated than that. It was
Because the shop was doing pretty good?
Well, no. I mean, we had accumulated a whole bunch of stuff through the three of us, so, you know.
He felt he wanted his money back. Huh?
He wanted his money back. I mean, you buy Flash, and it's for the shop. It wasn't like for individuals, so it was always he was the guy that wanted his 50 cents no matter what.
Yeah, I know those
he wouldn't wait till the next day or so to get paid. He just wanted that 50 cents.
Yeah,
So,
I know those dudes.
I mean, and I don't fault him for it, but he's just wasn't my type of dude.
Yeah,
to be around,
they're not
so-
people they're not easy to fuck with.
No.
I get what they're about, and once you learn what they're about, you know that when some shit goes down and they're more about that buck than about your friendship, you were like, oh wait, I knew that from the beginning.
Yeah, we
This
saw
dude, we had established this dude's about his dollar, and that's it.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, that was it. We saw
And
that.
so
and it
y'all
was-
paid him, y'all.
We bought him out.
How much did that cost you to buy him out, if you don't mind me asking? So it was just gonna be y'all two then, you and Rocky.
Yeah.
So it was just gonna be Angel. That
No,
it's gonna be
we
Arr. No, it's
Arr.
It was gonna be Arr.
well, that could have been cool because I
Yeah.
could have put a fucking pirate flag in the
Yeah.
front and skull. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That would have worked out.
So it's just gonna be you and Rocky. And did y'all talk and say, hey man, do you want to keep doing this?
Yeah, we had a few heart to hearts on things. Because you got to remember, I was only 19 years old.
Yeah.
I had no clue. I just had a desire to go to work and talk to people and, create on them with what I was allowed to do. So we came up with the understanding, and I took it was the way the shop is set up. It was just like 1, 2, 3 chairs straight in a row. We split the middle up. We had more space for the two of us, and we stayed working the two of us together probably for the next 3 or 4 years, just the two of us.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, we traveled, we went to conventions, we met a bunch of really, really cool people.
Y'all hired other people?
We did eventually. We hired. Rocky wanted to teach. I think the first person he taught was might have been Carlos Gonzalez.
Carlos Gonzalez.
Yeah, he tattoos here in town. I don't know exactly which shop, but Rocky really would always go and do these Hot Wheel treasure hunt things and always be gone to go leave work. So kept me working more than I should have to go look for Hot Wheel toys.
And so what were y'all like, what you did, you kept, what he did, he kept, but y'all just paid the bills together?
No. The shop's always gotten, I mean, the house always gets it. So
And then the bills get paid, and then you get...
Yeah. I mean, I've always made sure that no matter what, the shop is paid.
Mhm.
So that's, I mean, that was the intentions in the beginning. So why stray from the original recipe?
But what did you?
It's
Okay,
worked. It's worked.
when let me ask you. But y'all went in and bought the place or rented the place or
We
leased the place?
we leased the place.
Leased it
Yes.
with the option to buy it.
No, the option to buy it didn't come about till what 13, 14 years after we opened.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because pretty much the the landlord was he made me the offer that you can't refuse. It's either buy it or I
Or
don't,
get out. I got
or
to do
get
something with it.
or get out. So I I had to do something with it.
And that was you on your own that bought it, or Rocky was with you when that
No,
happened?
no, he'd already split by then. He was gone in 2001, I think, like November, like right. I guess right around this time in 2001, because September 11th happened. We went and tattooed in New Jersey. Then we went to New Orleans and tattooed there at the Voodoo Convention, and I think he was gone the next month after that.
Well, he knew he was. You knew he was leaving, or just all of a sudden something happened.
He was having issues with his wife, and I knew, I knew something was going to happen because one of the checkbooks was missing, and I'm one of those people that I keep a good amount of eye on checkbooks because they're easy to use, and
Mm-hmm.
so one of them wound up missing, and I knew something was going to happen that was going to be financially devastating. So I let him leave. That was his choice. He
Mm-hmm.
left. So and he wrote hot checks all the fucking way up to Wisconsin.
Really?
Yeah, but thank goodness I have an awesome banker, and he told me exactly what to do when that happened, so I wasn't liable for a certain dollar
Wow,
amount.
dude.
Yeah,
That's crazy,
yeah.
dude.
But here's a big old fuck you, Rocky.
Wow, dude. That's crazy, dude. Because I mean, I guess at least he wasn't robbing motherfuckers. I guess like with a gun in their face. You know. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess he was gonna be a pussy about it. He's gonna, he's gonna sneak you.
Yeah,
You know.
it's okay.
That's all right. Well, and so you had that place, and then you worked all the way up until 2001 with Rocky, and then that's when he went.
Yeah, so yeah, he worked up until like I said November December of 2001, and I ran the shop by myself for probably two and a half years till it just became really hard to keep up with everything. So I had what did I hire? I hired, I don't know, first person that wanted a fucking job.
Oh, really? So you just needed someone there, huh?
I needed somebody there. Um,
Yeah, it's
this
tough.
this
Dude.
this crazy white boy, Brandon, came to work for me, and I had no idea there was other underlining issues there.
There always this is a tattoo industry,
Yeah,
man. There's
yeah.
always some underlying issue, bro.
Yeah. So, and I had like another guy that just kind of helped out at the shop, kind of keep an eye on things. So while I was tattooing, he could at least talk to people because I mean the shop was only 600 square feet or something like that, 700 square feet.
So you just did you have someone tattooing also? Is that what you needed?
I needed somebody to tattoo
So that
to
you
help.
could take a day off?
Yeah, because I mean it was pretty much at that time it was 7 days a week. I had I had no life, nothing. I just worked.
Yeah, dude. I see that a lot with a lot of shop owners. And then at some point they get that option to take a break. But you know what? A lot of them that I see, like I've mentioned to other people that every holiday, New Year's, Christmas, you're like, I'll be at the shop.
I work every January 1st. I'm I just been built that way to I'm not partying, you know what I mean, the night before, so I've given all that nonsense.
You don't drink?
I drink very little. Very
Yeah,
little.
it's not the
So
same.
it's
Hangovers aren't the same
no,
anymore.
no, and I mean nobody likes talking to a drunk. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you what, every drunk that I've ever talked to in my entire career of tattooing, not one Not one of those fucking people have ever showed up. I've given you cards. I've wrote.
Oh, when
I
y'all were
wrote a
talking
map.
shit that they were gonna
I
get one.
wrote a map on napkins from before there was internet. You know what I mean? So I've done all of that. They've just talked a lot of shit, and so I refuse to even carry cards today. And you know, talk to anybody at a bar about about tattooing whatsoever.
So basically, I mean, you're sleeved out,
I have a bodysuit.
bodysuit. So
Bodysuit.
basically, you're your own walking billboard. Anyway,
Well, I didn't tattoo myself, so I'm all these great tattooers
Others-
billboards. Yeah.
well, and then it opens up the door to what you
Well,
do.
yeah. I mean, they at least see I have nice stuff. And,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna try to produce nice stuff. Not saying that guys that have old crazy shit do bad stuff, because I've seen guys that have horrible tattoos that kick
yeah.
ass.
That's what I was going to say.
So,
I've met some dudes that have horrible tattoos, but they let all their homeboys do it when they were youngsters, before that, when they were first getting in, and that was a cool thing to be punk rock and let anyone scribble on you, and they have this horrible shit, but they're fucking great artists. I'm like, dude, you're sending the wrong message though with that. Sometimes,
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, it just
but you got to have some good stuff on you to back it up, and then just garbage.
well.
You see when they get badass stuff later. You see where stuff changes. But I
Yeah.
know what they do for the story, or a lot of them it had meaning.
Yeah, you got to have badass stuff in your portfolio if you want to tattoo people. Like, you got to have the good stuff, because people now, they're not going off of their two friends that got tattooed by you. They're going off of, they're looking at your stuff all the time, or so on and so forth. People don't even make photo albums anymore.
And styles have changed through the years. Have you seen
Oh man.
like
Yeah.
what when you first started? What was it? Tribal?
It was tribal, and it was new school, which was really, really new school.
Like what's new school?
Oh man, it was like the crazy, like, graffiti style,
Like kind of popping,
very-
bright colors.
very poppy. Then you had like the Texas style tattoo, which was recognizable around the world. I mean, Chris Trevino, Richard Stell, Sean Deegan, Dave Lum, Bob Moreau, Matthew Wojciechowski, all those
Texas
guys.
style. What do you mean Texas style? Horns and,
Yeah.
and tumbleweeds and cattle? Or what do you
No,
mean
it's just-
Texas style?
The craziest, the traditional, strong, powerful tattoos.
Color?
Color. It was always, Texas was known for like putting bright, bold, colorful tattoos on you.
Really? I didn't know that.
I mean, that's the Texas style,
So then
big
that
outline.
and that was the 90s,
That was the 90s, yeah.
and then traditional's kind of always been in style.
I mean, traditional
the ship, the anchor, and all
it's
that.
tattoos. And, I mean, people are like, traditional, that's just called tattoo.
Yeah, the,
the
dagger
the
and,
real-
the cougar and the panther and all that, right?
Yeah. Those are, I mean, beautiful, iconic images that will never, never, never go out of style.
Yeah, and so do you have your favorite? Then what about Japanese? And you
Yeah.
see dragons and koi fish that like
Yeah.
I see that a lot. And that's more your style, right?
Yeah, I mean, my style is what my client wants. That's my style. I don't like.
Is there a preference that you like to do because you're like, oh, these are
Oh, I love Japanese stuff because you can do it so big, bold, and strong, and it just looks cool through 20, 30, 40 years of time, the bodysuit wise.
you do bodysuits?
I have like 2 or 3. I'm working on one right. Actually, I'm working on 3 right now.
You're working on 3 bodysuits at the same time? I mean, not. I'm not at the same time. You're not like an octopus out there, motherfucker.
No. Yeah, I have two twin brothers that are
Not 3 twins.
No, not 3 that are getting tattooed, and they've been getting tattooed by me for my entire career. So now they both decided to do back piece bodysuits to finish off their sleeves, and one's got full
Wow.
sleeves, the other one has half sleeves due to his profession, and the other gentleman that's getting a bodysuit, Jonathan, is a teacher, and comes to me for his first tattoo. Is just like, I want a sleeve. So we pretty much hit it off from there, and now he's got double sleeve, chest panel, and a back piece.
Wow. So when you say you're gonna do this bodysuit on these guys, how many hour sessions do you usually do to start working on these bodysuits?
Well, always the the outline always sucks. So it's those are the longest ones. I tattoo people like 3 hours max. I don't like to unless I have to outline. Outline 5, 7 hours of fun.
7 hours of outlining, and that's what hurts the most. I've heard, huh?
Yeah, some people like the outline, some people
Some
don't.
people like
You
the outline.
know,
Because people usually they say, man, I gotta go through this outline. That's gonna suck. It's usually the outline. They're like, oh man, now they're coloring it, and that's gonna suck. They're usually like, man, this outline, I gotta get through this. And
yeah, the outlines are they're always spicy to me.
tedious work, huh?
Yeah, tedious. I mean, I still get super nervous. Like you put a stencil on somebody, even if it's like that fucking the little cross. You know what I mean? The little small little cross that everybody wants.
Because that's the one that's standalone to take the most criticism by itself,
Yep.
huh?
So yeah, I still get super nervous about putting
Really?
small tattoos on, big tattoos. Yeah.
Nervous, huh?
Yeah.
That's so you're all shaky. You're lying.
No, not.
No, because like I get nervous when I go on stage do comedy. Like still, I've been doing it 12 years, but 25
Damn.
years. I'm thinking like, wow, dude, still get nervous. So, but then when you're gonna do a bodysuit, I mean, that's a lot of commitment by your artist, and they're investing a lot of money in this bodysuit too, because that's and. Are you kind of directing them which way would be best for them to get what they're going to get because their bodies? Or they're like, I want this. And you're going, hey, man, it's your body. I'll make it work.
I always, we consultate. We go over ideas. If I think it's not going to work, I'll shoot it down, or I will suggest maybe, hey, let's try this or let's try that.
Start doing some push-ups.
Yeah, no, I can't. I mean, I can only do so much.
Yeah,
I can't help with the push-ups.
Do some squats and some push-ups and come see me again in 3 years.
No, I don't ever do that. I don't. Shape, size, color does not matter to me at all.
Bodysuits. When you see those like bodysuits, are you like, man, that's a rare one? It's going like me going, man, I got a gig at the Improv, dude. I'm featuring or headlining a big gig at the Improv. Is that what a bodysuit is? It's not like another opening.
Oh, it's such an honor.
Yeah.
To have somebody that would, for one, dedicate the time. That's the most important thing is their dedication. I'm dedicated no matter what, 100% into the tattoo. If I've agreed to tattoo you, I'm in it. So their dedication is super important to me.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
That because it's painful. It hurts. You got to heal, and you got to keep coming back. I mean, and there's no other way to get a big ass tattoo, but just to get it and endure what you got to endure.
It's like
unfortunately,
it's like getting going to a beheading voluntarily.
No,
and the dude has a spork, and you're like, all right, and he just works on. I can't get through, but come back in about 2 weeks when that bruise on your neck heals up, and I'll try it again.
No, it's nothing like that.
But man, so yeah, I guess I could see, man, that dude's gonna walk around with your art on his body for the rest of his life, and going, yeah, who did this? Anthony did this and this, and
Very true. The tattoos only last as long as the client lasts.
Yeah, so if you have a reckless client, you're like, look, dude, let me do some crazy shit on you because you're not gonna be around long. So let me just go ahead and blast this up.
No, I want all my clients to be around because that's what helps me. That's what shows my work forever.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, that must suck to look. I saw that guy with the checkers on his face. That threw me off.
No, it's so I had this idea of you looking at the worst tattoos and what you think they did wrong. So on this first one, the hair. What did they do wrong?
He was born. She should have given him a blowjob instead of had that kid right there, dude.
Oh, my
God dang, dude.
That's,
I don't know.
I see the guys that spray paint their head black, and I would have at least got a tattoo. That the hair on it's horrible.
What do you think? What do you think of that microdermabrasion? Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Yeah.
What is? I don't know what that.
No,
is.
but what's even worse than that head of hair? He can grow hair and get rid of that probably. But this dude over here on his upper lip, I mean, he has to keep a mustache and look like a perv his whole life.
Pussy eater, bro.
Yeah, but
Wow.
he has to sport that dickhead
Yeah.
mustache with those teardrops.
What hurts more, the pussy eater tattoo or the onion armpit?
The onion armpit.
I did.
That onion armpit, dude. I've walked in and seen to a tattoo shop and seen a girl crying.
That right there, that portrait of that kid that somebody wanted to memorialize.
Yeah,
their
and
loved
that's what they
one,
got.
And some cheap motherfucker went and just decided to go to the crappiest guy that said he could do it.
Look at that one though. Now that one is.
Oh, that's sad.
That's
fucking sad.
And I've
Oh,
saw.
it's sad because it kind of does look like the baby.
Oh, dude. See, that's what's wrong with you, Josh. That's.
I'm serious. It does.
Look at that dude. What is that on his forehead? An eagle?
Now,
Look at that three-eyed panther, tiger, bango.
Whoa, yeah. I'm looking at four eyes is throwing me off.
Oh, look at that dude with the spider on his face. You know,
Well,
Hey, that's a pretty good spider.
that's a hard tattoo, but dude, I don't know what that dude does for a living, but he's got his neck tattooed too.
probably
It's
nothing.
prison. That's prison.
How long did you think?
Do you tell people no? Like if some guy came in and said, "I want a spider on my nose crawling on my face," would you be like, "Bro, are you really sure?" Or the Enigma, you know that guy right there, right? Enigma.
Yeah, I met him. He's done comedy before. I met him before, and
Yeah, he's had a lot of shows.
How long does that take to get your whole face?
His
like
whole
that?
life.
He's been like that for a long time, so he's had that for years and years and years.
What's the craziest tattoo that you've had to tell someone no? Like, bro, you're not thinking right. Like, have you ever had that conversation?
No, I won't tell somebody that they're not thinking right.
Well, I mean, basically, but not in those words.
I face tattoos are always weird for me because for one, I don't have my face tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always kind of a odd thing to do. But there's somebody at my shop that would be happy to do it.
Oh, so you won't do it?
Oh no, I have. It's just odd if somebody really, really wants me to do it. It's just an odd thing for me to do,
Dude,
tattoo somebody's face. Because for one, I don't know what it feels like. I can tell you how your fingers feel all the way down to your feet, but I don't know how the neck or face feels. So I'm not really too hip on doing face tattoos, but we do them at the shop.
It is more common though now. I run into so many more people, and it's very, very common with girls now.
Yeah,
a lot of girls are getting face and neck tattoos. And it doesn't, like, you don't go, oh my God, that girl's been to prison anymore. So it's acceptable, but it's just weird. Like, you see some pretty girls out there that have tattooed their face, and I'm just like, man, that was a big decision that you just did. I don't know what you do in your career, but that is a big decision to make. But hey, if you can do it and pull it off and still look, cool with it, I wonder what it's gonna look like later on your face. But oh well, what is everything else gonna look like too? Like Tekashi 6ix9ine and all them rappers, and look at Post Malone. That dude is very mainstream, doing Doritos commercials and Sprite commercials, and his face is all tatted up. You would have normally not seen someone like that to be the rap.
Yeah.
No matter if he makes cool songs. They would have been like, I don't know, the dude he's not going to click. He's not going to relate, but right now he does.
No, he does. He does very much so. I'm a huge Posty fan. we jam out to him. He's good.
Yeah. Man,
he does have some cool stuff that he's acquired through, he's gotten, those waves are really good. He got them in Japan, I think.
Where does he have waves?
On his face. I don't know a whole lot about the guy, so I won't speak for him.
Well, yeah, I'm not asking you to speak for him, but I'm just saying, that was for what he, he's on mainstream. That's cool. I think it's cool. I think it's badass that he can do that and still go get it into mainstream media and do that, because other people would be like, man, you tattooed your face, you fucked up.
Yeah.
You're not, but he's got talent. He's got the talent to back it up too. So you better have both. So he made it tough if he didn't have the talent. You better hope his voice doesn't go.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way. But yeah, but I'm seeing it a lot more in the tattoo community, and it's cool because that's the world that I work in, also. But I think it's a big step that's happening right now in the tattoo industry.
It is.
Neck tattoos. Everyone's blasting their necks right now. Everyone's blasting their necks, dude. I don't know what that is, but that looks like it hurts, dude.
It's
Is your neck
spicy.
done?
No, I don't want it done.
No?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't fit into the suit that I have.
Okay. Okay, so you already have a vision of how it goes? Or?
Well, the whole part of how my suit is, it's collared a certain way around my neck.
Can you want to show it? Can you show it?
Yeah, it's just it's you see.
Okay, so you're gonna have that. You could take your shirt off if you want. I don't know if you want to, but
Sure.
just so you're not gonna have that neckline. Take your headphones off if you want and take your shirt off. This isn't that kind of podcast.
It
People
feels like that
but-
type of
but
podcast,
Josh-
doesn't it?
So I didn't want to ask him to do this when Josh stepped out of the room because if you would have came back and it would have been like
no,
this, it
sure. I
would've
mean, like, I knew it was
It'd have
going
been
here.
weird.
I knew it was going here, Edward.
been- yeah, I know, and that's why I stepped out of the room. See, look at that. Damn. So you're not gonna do anything down the middle either.
Maybe.
So, wow. What's the most recent you've got? The hand, and then what else? What didn't you get that pretty recent?
Yeah, this is pretty
Jack Rudy,
new. No, this is Little Chewy.
Little Chewy.
That's Jack.
Oh, the pit, dude.
This is Chris Garver.
That's Chris Garver. That's Jack Rudy, in the pit. That looks like it
This is
didn't.
Chris Trevino.
That's Chris Trevino. Okay, yeah, it's Japanese
Sean.
style. That's Sean Deegan. All that. That armpit's not done. And your back. What's on your back? Oh shit.
That's my friend
Dan
Dan Martin.
Martin. Dude. And do you still have a lot more to go or what?
No, I have one little spot left.
And then you're gonna stop?
Well, no, I have one spot left, one armpit, the other hand. So like I don't know, 5 more tattoos maybe and be done.
Wow. Wow, that's
You don't have the urge to just like get something on the like on the spot, or everything's thought out as far as what goes on your body.
The people I get tattooed by.
Ah, it's the wearing the art.
It's the people I get tattooed by is they're not like you can't just get tattooed like on the spot.
Yeah.
You have to make time, and I wait. I'm super patient. You know, I took I guess like a 10-year break after Trevino did my ribs. I took like
You took a 10-year break between tattoos after Chris Trevino beat the crap out of your ribs? Oh, sorry. Shout out to Chris. What's up, Chris? My boy, I still need that them SC bikes that are sitting in the back of your shop, or I'll take that quad angle first. But yeah, man. So he hurt you, huh?
no, I mean, it's just I just took a break. I just didn't know what I wanted, and if I wanted to go color or black and gray. So
Is that him?
Yeah, that's Chris.
yeah,
He's a beast, bro.
Yeah, he's one of the best.
That dude's a beast, bro. At one point, are you just gonna stop and say I've did what I've done and no more?
Yeah, well, so I waited 25 years to do the tops of my hands, so I got the 25 years now.
Let me see the tops of your hands.
See?
Okay, both of them.
No, well,
You're gonna do the other one.
yeah.
And what about the palms? Haven't you done the palms of your hand? Yeah,
That's
Oh.
stupid and silly.
that
But,
I heard that hurts the worst out of anything.
might
'cause
as well grab a
hot frying pan.
hot frying pan and a cast iron one with nothing.
Yeah, that's
What's worse, hand or foot? Bottom of the foot.
I've only done one bottom of the foot,
Woo, because that's tickling pain and everything else, right?
and she
She died.
no,
She's
no,
not with
no.
us anymore.
No, she did good. She did good. It's actually it's still there.
It's still
Wow.
there. She's not.
Was it a man's name so she can walk on it for the rest of her life?
No, it's a cherry
Oh.
blossom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A cherry blossom, so she could smush grapes for the rest of her life.
Do women or men deal with pain better?
I'll answer that one. The women deal with it better.
I would assume so because of pregnancy.
They always use that when I've given birth. They always say that, and I'm like, shut up, but because they just sit there and they take it, dude. And I see dudes crying in that chair, like not crying, but you know, the women take it way better.
It's definitely a mix because you can have somebody that does not like getting tattooed, but still wants to get tattooed, and they'll fight you through it, and they'll be squirming, and they could be a male or female.
Let me ask you this: does numbing stuff work for some people? Then too, huh?
Depends on how their body takes it. Some people it doesn't work on. I know some of the guys at the shop, it does not work on them.
Cocaine probably works, right? Lidocaine, no, but cocaine.
Yeah, no, we try to stay drug free.
So that numbing stuff, like so that. Well, I know some people that said, "Yeah, man, I barely felt it," but I mean,
I've felt every tattoo I've ever gotten. There's not been one that I was like, wow, that was fucking awesome. I mean, the artwork is awesome, but the feeling
sucks.
It's
like getting road rash just slowly.
It's felt the same way for the past 25 years. Yeah,
so there's not a piece of the body that feels lighter than the rest, like your chest or your butt, your cheek or something.
Oh, your butt burns.
They said your butt starts, it's a muscle, so your butt starts jumping.
Yeah, it's very twitchy. It's spicy, very spicy,
especially
that lower back.
What's mild spice then?
Like your arm, or the
shoulder,
outside of your thigh,
your back.
You know what I mean? Like the side of your thigh. It's pretty. I mean, I can get tattooed there for quite a bit, but I know my limits. I mean,
like a forearm.
Yeah, it's spicy, decent. But yeah, you can handle good 4 or 5 hours.
And the worst is like skull or bottom of the feet or your butthole.
Yeah,
you threw that butthole right in.
I try not to tattoo buttholes.
I've seen on
pornos.
Oh
yes, they're out there. They are out there, but that's not a common tattoo. That's not one that a tattooer likes to do either.
Yeah, no butthole sleeves for me.
But I'm gonna do a butthole sleeve today, babe. I gotta go to work. Have fun, honey. Be careful. Don't let it cough on you.
Yeah.
Make sure it's wearing a mask.
Make sure it's wearing.
I've seen that one or butterflies on women's vaginas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't get a big call for that.
That's another
again porn star.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't. I mean, there's no real porn stars in San Antonio like that. I mean, maybe there is. Maybe
I don't know. But they're not getting tattooed at Archangel.
Well, Becky off Marbach is very.
But they're not getting tattooed at Archangel. Is what
there
the
you
problem
go.
is if they are out there.
It's okay.
They're getting the $60 tattoo.
There's a dollar amount for everybody.
So 25 years in tattooing now. What's the next step for Anthony and Archangel, man?
Well, to keep growing as an artist, as a shop.
Did you ever want to open a second shop?
No, I've had those. No, I don't want another.
Yeah, a lot of times especially when we got a pandemic, it's uncertain times right now.
Especially
anyway.
right now.
But usually, like some shops, I've seen people open second shops and it drains the main one because they open it in some high priced area because they think they're doing good and all the money they saved up from the first one, they dump it into that one and then they end up shutting that one down and going right back to the old one going, man, shouldn't have gone out into those waters. So right now it's not even a good time anyway.
No, I have no desire.
But you got a good crew there.
I love my crew.
Yeah, you got a good crew there.
Every single one of them. Especially the ones that have been there super, super long.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've earned their stripes for sure, and the new ones are earning their stripes daily. I mean, so I honestly, I probably have one more spoke that I could fit in the wheel, and if that gentleman ever came back from overseas, well then. He'd just fit right in, and I'll just leave it at that.
I think I know who that is, man. Yeah. Shout out. I'm not going to say your name, but if you come back from overseas, maybe we'll see you again at Archangel. Well, Anthony, we go way back, man. It's good. I've seen you when you were a little kid, and I used to fucking take you skating with me and shit. And I was like 17, and you were like 10 years old, man, or whatever. And you were a little fucking kid riding around the neighborhood.
Yep.
And
I still ride a skateboard.
Yeah, so do I. But it's badass to see, what you've done and how long, you stuck this out. I remember having those barbecues at my apartment when you'd bring all your tattoo equipment over. And
that's the real shit right there.
Yeah. Yeah. I got friends running around still that you've hurt and they're scared to go back. Shout out to Jesse Hernandez. But yeah, man.
I learned a lot. I by being able to go to somebody's apartment, not have the fear of somebody's mom walking in while we were tattooing.
Yeah, that's what
I did a lot. I did
90s.
I did a lot of tattoos there. What was that? Walnut Hill?
Yep.
That was, huh?
Shout out to Walnut Hill. Yeah, we used to go out there, throw barbecues, and you'd come over and do it up.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people got tattooed from you back in those days. That was the 90s.
Yeah.
That was right before I got locked up.
Yeah.
And then I came back and you were doing your thing, man.
I'm just curious how many of the times I changed the needles then.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter back
No,
then, bro.
they're all still alive though. Too,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
They've got mental issues, but
Yeah, that was
physically-
the mental issues for those people. But yeah, that didn't cause the that wasn't caused by the tattoo.
They already had AIDS.
Yeah.
No,
You just like next. It was like,
y'all got a lighter? We can burn this
yeah,
needle.
shit. They were all in prison getting tattooed after that anyway. So
Yeah, so
it's all right. Well, man, you're doing great things, dude.
Thank
I
you.
know this shop is gonna keep on going, dude. And everyone, you want to give a shout out? Your how did it hit you up? Archangel, Instagram, Facebook. What is it?
well, there's Archangel Tattoo TX.com, our website.
To look at all your portfolios.
Yeah, they can look at the portfolios. It's ARC.
You're putting Archangel. It's Arc.
Yeah.
There's no arch. It's an arc. It's like McDonald's and McDaniels. There's the golden arcs and the golden arches. These are the golden arcs.
Right there.
Archangel Tattoo. Right there. Yeah, go to Archangel Tattoo.
Yeah, they can email or they can go to the Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram.
No, we don't. We don't really do Facebook.
The
a whole
phone book.
bunch.
You can
No,
look him up in the phone book or page him.
If you can find me in the phone book, or if somebody would to bring an ad in
From
from
the
one
phone-
of my old from one of the old Archangel ads, I will give you an hour of time if you can find one of those.
Wow, y'all heard that first here from Anthony himself, man. So look him up. 25 years, longest shop, San Antonio. Still killing today. Thank you, everyone. And check out the podcast, man. Love you,
you.
bro.